Good afternoon. My name is Prince Comrade Shola from the Office of the Human Rights Defenders and Access to Justice Advocacy Center, reaching you from Alimosho, Branch, Shasha, Lagos, Nigeria. We have here this afternoon misunderstanding between tenant and his landlady. Is the landlady that reported against a tenant. We'll be giving them audience to enable us settle them amicably. Stay tuned. Give to the landlady first. Good afternoon, madam.
Good afternoon.
Your name, please.
My name is OYEWOLE from 17 Gospel Road, Oris Ibadan. My husband was here last Thursday. They asked me to come on Thursday. He was here. Later, they told him that they have not informed Mr. Shola. So he's supposed to be here today, but he went to work. So that's why I'm here. He said he came there to report Mr. Shola refused to pay for NEPA. She paid last April 2021. So up to today, they have not been paying. And when they asked him, said they should give him prepaid. And I've applied for prepaid in 2021. And even when I'm ready to pay for the prepaid, the when I'm ready to pay for the prepaid, the government said they are not collecting money for any prepaid now, that they are giving everybody money. So since then, everybody, the bill they are bringing to everybody is paying, but he refused to pay for the bill, said until they gave him prepaid. So that's why my husband said, if as well they collect, they disconnect his lights, NEPA people will never stop the bill, because there was a time in our former house when we told the NEPA to even they wrote letter from Conley that they should stop the bill. They even stamp it. Yes, NEPA people continue to bring bill. So that's why they do not want the NEPA to disconnect his light. So because if they disconnect his light, they will still bring the bill. So they are trying to pay, even not for that every month. Everybody is complaining about the crazy bill they are bringing, but there's nothing you can do. It's rather you pay more, then never will know that you pay. But for him to refuse to pay since April 2021 up to this moment, that's why we are here.
All right, you can give me the mic. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. My name is Shola Balogun, and I reside here in Lagos, number 17, Foursquare Avenue. And last week, Friday, I got a call at first from the human rights asking me to appear on Monday, but the phone call wasn't that straightforward. But the text I received later, shed more light on it. I'm like, okay, that should be here by Monday to honor the invitation that my caretaker made a report to them, and that's why I'm here, even without knowing what the report was. And I didn't even bother going forward to ask him since we stay in the same building, So that's why I'm here. And getting here, I'm hearing the case of NEPA. And to me, I feel this should be more of not just the tenant and the landlord issue. I think the NEPA should be involved also, because let's deal with figures and facts here. Right. Like she said, everything she said was correct. I stopped paying from April, and the reason is this. I've been staying in that house since, I think, ending 2027. That's when I've been living in that same flat. And I'm a kind of a private person. So, and I've been paying my NEPA bills. So can you imagine you paying a bill of 2006 monthly, 3005 monthly sometimes, and all of a sudden there was an issue with NEPA, and they said, okay, we need to get a prepaid meter. That was why they said, and they said, pending the time prepaid meter will come, now they'll be apportioning our bill per flat. And the first bill I received was 11,005 for that month, which is April, which I paid, though it was so shocking. Imagine you paying rent of as low as 3,000 before. Now they lift it up to 11 or 11,500. And the next month I'm seeing bill of 6,500. The next month I'm getting 20,000 for NEPA bill. And I'm like, this is not possible. And if it's supposed to get a prepaid meter, fine. Because personally, I also reached out to see how we can get a prepaid meter, but I was told they've already registered prepaid meter based on information I sent to them. Except I want to do my personal prepaid meter, which I felt, how would I do personal meter in somebody else's house? No. So the case of the caretaker saying I refused, we had a conversation, and he was worried about the way the money was accumulating, that is getting too much, that I should go and pay. And I'm like, the issue here is not about paying, but the issue here is the figures they are bringing is too much. If I should clear debt now, if I should clear that debt now, does this stop them from sending bills of 20,000, 16,000 monthly from me? It won't stop it. And if prepaid meter is the solution, then let me get a prepaid meter. Apart from that, the house is a two-story building. We're on the ground floor, and by the time I moved into that house 2017, the upper floors were not done then. But now the house is completed and every as in the individual flats are occupied. We at the ground floor are the only one without prepaid meter in that house. Reason why, I don't know. But we are the only one without prepaid meter. So now I told the landlord that, okay, if it's because of the money that is accumulating, that is his worries, they should just disconnect my flat. Disconnect my flat so that they will stop sending you such bills again. But it's so funny to know that even if they disconnect the flat, they will still bring bill, meaning that the bill they are bringing is not even based on what I'm consuming. And of recent ending of last year, I discovered that the ground floor, we have three flats. They have three flats. The one is occupied by the caretaker. There's a neighbor in between my own flat. I discovered that the three flats we are paying, I don't know about them, but the second flat is also paying the same figure. The same figure they are sending to me is what they are sending to the other flat. I'm not married. I only have my younger brother staying with me, and even him, it's not like he's staying all through. Most times it's weekends, and the things that runs in my house are not that much. So how come I'm having the same figure with the next flat? So meaning it's not even by what you consume. So that's just, to me, that's just the issue I feel, and I feel it's not a matter of caretaker or it's not a matter of, let's say, landlord and tenant, because we are both like a victim here. Thank you.
So, you mean the way forward now? What is the way forward, if I may ask you?
Way forward. Okay, the way forward which I projected to the caretaker was the prepaid meter. If there's a way my flat can get a prepaid meter, because I was told that if you're owing NEPA and you have a prepaid meter, there's a way they kind of regulate it that your debt, you can be paying it gradually.
Yeah.
And I don't have problem with that. To me, I'm like, that's the way forward.
How much exactly are we talking about?
Right now, it has accumulated to 100 and plus. Imagine.
For your
What?
flat,
Just my flat.
when was the last time you paid?
Last time was April.
April last year.
Yes.
Why did you stop paying? Instead of paying what you have, you just
Like I said, I stopped paying because of the rate at which the figures they kept increasing.
all right. When are you chance to go with your caretaker to the NEPA's office. I think it's along Yanobaja or somewhere. That's it.
I'm sorry to ask this. Going there for
When both of you go there,
yes.
you meet one of their manager or supervisor.
Mhm.
So when you explain this, they will know how to go about it. You don't explain this to those people that normally come and connect or disconnect.
Okay.
Those ones they don't have much to contribute. They are acting on directives.
I don't have a problem with that.
So you will, and if you also go alone, they will want to see the owner or the caretaker of the property or
job.
apartment you are living. So to sort it out once and for all,
Okay.
you will have to go with
Monday.
Baba,
Monday.
come on there, what they call it. You go there with them. That one can be resolved. And thank God you know that you are owing like 9 months or 8
Yeah.
months there with partner. So if you have been paying that, at least maybe you should be paying like
You
60.
sir, I'm an entrepreneur. So you can't just
Where
you
are
can
coming
just
from.
can't just move from paying certain amount.
No, you don't understand what I mean.
Yes, sir.
You've not paid, you've not been paying now since April,
Yes.
and you are using like
Yes.
you even need to stop or you disconnect without going there officially to disconnect it from their system. They will still be breaking this.
So meaning how are they reading my
And that
consumption
is Nigeria
when
for you. That is the reason why I'm referring you here, referring you not to go there.
okay.
Because whether you go there or not,
Yes.
they believe, which is true, that you are owing NEPA bill.
Yes.
And you confirm me now that you are actually owing from April, just that you don't want to pay exactly what they are breaking. Is that not what you said?
Yes.
Good. For instance, if I am you, I know I was paying 3,305 before they now suddenly inflate or start bringing estimated bill. What I would have do or be doing is I will give mama or whosoever 3,035. Meanwhile, they will refuse that, Mr. Man, you are still owing, your bill is 6,000 and you are giving us 3. But then come a day like this whereby you say, I am not owing because it's the same thing I have been using that I was paying 3 or 3.5. All of the sudden they increase it to 7. I decided to still be giving them what I have. Then we will now look into what is on ground. Maybe it's 60. We'll still be debating it with but now if it's settled, you have to pay outstanding.
I don't have problem with
Okay,
that.
good. For you not to also have problem with that, you will set a day aside.
Okay.
You go with Baba or whosoever.
Okay.
But why I call Baba, I know somebody is
Yes,
marrying to such
yeah.
age should be called Baba. So you go with Baba or the caretaker,
Okay.
so you go and sort it out. That is one. Two, you are not the one who complain against them. They are the one that complain against in this office.
Okay.
So I must let you know what the complaints are all about. Aside NEPA bills or light bills, they said you haven't paid yet your house rent.
Yes.
What do you have to say about that?
Okay. About the rent now. Although I've not been called for that, and I'll cut off the story of things I had or economy or things.
COVID.
Yes, a man has to be a man, and you have to have a plan. So the rent, to be honest, should have been paid by ending of last year. That was my own personal plan, ending of last year, and due to some family problem, which I have to consider first, and that's the reason why I couldn't pay ending of last year. And this is January. And to me, paying the rent, I won't say it's a problem because I'm owing, definitely. So it can take between now and February for me to pay that rent.
Well, by the grace of God, tomorrow will be in February.
Yes.
So on or before.
On the ending of February, like I said, I'm a business person, so
It's alright.
yes, the calculation
Mama,
is there. Yeah.
You understand what he's saying? Tomorrow is February. So in 20 something days from now, I think February always have 27,
Yeah.
28. You understand? So if he hasn't paid, he looks gentle and he talks gentle. Let's give him a chance so that on before that ending. Well, if he has paid, you still need to come here to tell us. He hasn't paid, we are still expecting that report. For the NEPA, you see,
And for the NEPA, sorry to me, when we are giving 3,000 naira, that was when we are using one bill. So when we decide to share apply for prepaid, so we have to ask for another additional prepaid, another bill, because they said you can't give us one prepaid. So everybody, we want everybody to have their own this thing. So that's why we apply. And when we apply for it, that is the time they share the bill for everybody. If what they give me is what they give us, it's what they give others.
madam, it doesn't work that way. You see,
We went to fundraiser. It was fundraiser people. They get to this moment, they remove our line, they remove the wire. I spent 3 to 4 days before they put install
why,
the wire.
madam, you know what we are saying now. They have what is called agreement,
Yes.
rules and regulations and all that, which some people can sign as part of their agreement. A situation whereby you have somebody who know much and who want to prove much. Like if you don't know, you don't know. If you know, it's not everybody that we allow, you know, their whatever to be stepped upon. Which I think this could be one of those people. He said he's ready to pay. Let us do the needful. He can't be in that compound and be arguing with you. The only people he can argue with or sue to court to enable you get your money. First, I advise that both of you go to Kumole, what they call that has it. So, just the same way you are sitting with me now, you will sit with one of the manager or supervisor. They will surely listen to you because what NEPAs are doing these days is because of all these problems we are having with each other. Because you as a landlord, you will not team up as landlord association to cry out. Then when they put the bills on you, you will surely split it or share it or divert it to the people living under you as tenants. And they that are not stupid, that we are paying 3,000 to 3,500. All of a sudden, you are asking this one to come and pay 5,000, asking the one to come and pay 10,000 because they brought the same crazy bills. We are not united in Nigeria. And that's why we are suffering. We always feel too big that money is not the issue. Even when a guy sit up, just say money is not the money is the issue. You sweat for your money, use it wisely. We can never come together as one and say, let's go and disturb this NEPA. Let us protest. They will not open office today. They must answer us. We once did it to NTN 2016 or thereabout when they were doing something crazy. Everybody they are complaining. I say no, we can't be complaining to each other. Let us march. We went there. All these police were holding ground. Will you get out of the road? We closed down that their head office here in Lagos. And they answer us immediately. They solve that problem for everybody before we leave that place. I'm crying here, you are crying there. Nobody wants to be absent from their business today or from church or from anything for fellowship to go and face this thing. But you have the landlord association everywhere, they are taking security money. When they are asking for security money, they will have unity. But now when tenants are crying, worried, nobody listens to tenants again. Mostly when you are like 5 tenants, 3 already paid or 4 paid, this one now become the bad person because he's fighting for his right. Landlord association should wake up. The people are not smiling, they are not picking this money. Do you think it's easy to pick money if at all you pick money? So many people have waste pay can also not pick this money. So picking of money is also a work. Please, you go there with them. First appearance, and when you appear for the first time and you are being polite here, we don't have any other choice than to give you second chance. But even though you are in your own right and you come here like you feel like you're on top, you don't find it funny with us. But with all your understanding now and the way you even expatiate it, we don't have any other choice than to let you go and meet with the NEPA officer. So whatever they say, you come back with it to this place. And that's your, what you ask for, prepaid meter. You said you already asked in your name and in their house. You can explain all that one to them.
Okay.
They will know the advice to give. All right, this is where we're going to stop today. Not as in stopping today, but stopping in this very case. As we'll be waiting for one other cases thereafter, Ahmed will be here. I think Ahmed will even pay bride price to our human rights office today. All right, mommy.
Okay, but
Thank you.
Daddy.
So is
Thank
it
you.
possible we pick a date to go there now?
That's what I just asked you.
No, I think if she can suggest when we
She
can
may
go.
not be the one to go with you.
That okay.
So because she's not the one to go with you, I think it's also not possible. Somehow it's
Because
possible.
the thing, I think that is always busy, and most times she's the one that do most of the.
Mommy, have you been going to Mole?
She has been the
And
one.
please, let's fix a date. When can we go there?
Maybe some kind made to just this way.
I know, I'm not saying you must go today. Next week.
But I Tuesday.
Tuesday next week. Morning, right?
Okay, please meet her, respect her. I think you are not that type of violent type. So respect her, she will understand. Both of you go together.
All right.
You can even pay right for money.
Thank you.
All right, mommy.
Yeah.
You give mommy a phone. Have you collected her phone?
Yes.
Okay.
Time up.
Get me to carry. Please come and call this mama tenant